In this one, we're hopping on board with Scump as he and the Chicago Huntsmen take on Scraps, Wuskin, Jerd, Dylan, and Rated from the London Royal Ravens. So I'm pretty excited here. I think I've only watched like 1 or 2 scrims from London, so those are one of those teams that are just a little bit unknown. Not people aren't very sure how London will play, how Paris will play, and there are a few others, Toronto and a couple others. But so anytime you can see a scrim against a team like this that you haven't seen very much, it's pretty exciting to check into. So we are playing Hardpoint on the map Gunrunner. Right now, the battle is going down for spawns in the second Hardpoint. So if you've noticed that Scump is holding down Time and Hill, but what the rest of his teammates are trying to do is they're trying to push through and flip these spawns so that they can get control of spawns for the second Hardpoint. And it looks like they're having a little bit of success here. I would imagine right now, if I had to guess, well, things just changed a little bit. So at that point in time, I would have guessed that things would have flipped, but Jerd got a couple, Rated got a couple, and then that was the end of that push. So with 10 seconds left, as this rotates back to the second hill, Toronto. London is going to be in position for that second hardpoint. They're going to have spawns and control of hill. So let's see what happens off of rotations here. One thing I want to do is I want to let you guys listen in a little bit more than you have in the past. So with that, as we just get into the second hill, a pretty critical break as they're trying to get through here. Let's listen in and see what happens.
Side door dead. More hill.
Got me side door. Side door scraps.
One bullet side.
He's mid hop. We're spawning bathroom.
Yeah. I think one's back right.
Got him side.
Yeah, deep out.
Other one got me. There's 20 deep walkers.
So Chicago is in hill. They just don't have spawns yet.
Oh my god, dude. Alright.
How on?
Seems like an onslaught of nades and stuns there they were laughing about.
I'm going pipe straight away.
All right, so just going to turn them back down for a second. 14 seconds left. That was a pretty decent challenge there from Chicago. When that second hill started, they didn't have neither spawns nor control of the hill. They had nothing, and they were able to only give up about 30 points there. They did get about 10, so it was probably negative 20-ish, somewhere in that range for that hill. So that's not terrible considering where that second hill started. As it rotates to the third hill, this is one where, again, if you've watched me cover this map in the past, it doesn't matter too much what side you're coming from, just that you're past the hill into the choke point. So as Seth gets close here, so this is the problem, is that they gave up hill. Well, it's contested, but it seems like the way that those kills were going, they were about to give up hill. But it's quite the battle. So I guess they're just kind of, that was a clutch kill from Arcides there. You got a 2-piece out of a nade. So this is what you want. You can see Seth pushing up past the hill into some of these cuts and pipes. And this is how you prevent people from even getting close to the hill. So like I was saying before that all transpired is, the way that you win the third hill is that it doesn't matter what side you come from. You just have to push out a little bit further than the hill so that you're in those choke points and you can kill people before they get into contesting the hard point. So really nice job there out of Chicago on that third hill. I think they had like a 15-point lead at the start of that, and now they're up to 60. So as this rotates back to the fourth hill, this is another one where this one's important, where you want to stay on this side. So right now, the side that Scump is coming from, you don't want to let them pass the hill, because as it gets to the fifth hill is probably the easiest. The second and the fifth hill on this map is the easiest to lock down the vast majority of those points. Massive 2-piece from Scump there. Really nice job out of him on those 2 kills. But as I was saying, this is the hill where you want to hold down this back spawn set as it rotates to fifth. On the left side, the left flank over there by minecart, that's a really important battle over there. I don't know who's over there. Formal was over there. He ended up dying, but Scump came there to pick it up. He did say that one went down, so they want to make sure that they're pushing back and picking up that flank just so that they don't give up spawns or any contesting. So there is one in the back. Gunless killed him. So as of right now, there's nobody from London back. I keep wanting to say Toronto. I don't know why. But there's nobody from London back there. So Scump is pushed up a little bit into this box's choke point. He's going to go down. So again, as this gets in the fifth hard point, this is where I would look. This 130 to 46 lead, I'd expect this to push out quite a bit. Let's listen in and hear what they're talking about.
Boxes now, dead.
Nice, good job, Dylan.
I think there's another one boxes. Yeah, 2 more boxes. 2 more boxes.
One shot. He's
front door, I think.
Try looking front door.
One's front door.
So they continue to spawn woods, which just means you got to get the cuts over towards that mine track area, minecart track area part of the map.
One doggy. Oh, doggy. He's close.
That doggy part is such a stupid part of the map.
Boxes again, and fucking crossing, dude.
One bullet on cross, dead.
Front door, scraps, dead.
I'm gonna rotate.
So just real quick, it looks like they were able to control the first 30 seconds, and then they got killed and they got spawned out. So big kills there to get the last 13 seconds or so. So as we rotate here, 150, 161 to 58. This is a pretty big lead here as we get back into the second set of rotations. Right now, what you're going to see these teams do is you're going to see Chicago try to push out the spawn on the opposite side of the map so that they can get spawns for the second hardpoint. So right there. So Seth just spawned on the exact opposite side of the map. That's the side that you want to hold down so that as it rotates to the second, again, that's the really important hardpoint where you can really lock down those 60 seconds. So if they can keep this, it'd be really important for Chicago. But with that, let's listen in again.
Fight,
I'll
fight,
put it
right
up.
in.
Nothing-
One
nothing
force,
pushing.
Jared.
Yo,
One
once
pipe, one
that's
force.
out of green.
I'm hitting left again.
I'm trying to go right. Zach.
One
Go
forward
right.
left.
Rock got me, Jared.
I gave it right, guys. I gave it right.
He's low weak.
Rock then. Oh my god. No one got me inside you. Inside you.
Two you,
I'm
another one
sitting
you.
right, I'm sitting right.
Mid map.
25
No,
One's
seconds.
in
one
green,
shot,
green.
green.
Don't push right. Do not push right.
I'm not,
I'm
I'm not.
right.
I'm holding
right.
it.
No, I'm dead green. You and head glitch.
Half
I'm
all
sitting
dead.
right. Nice.
Where are you?
You,
Right, you're
back,
done.
back, back,
You're
back.
done.
Yeah, so not a lot of going.
One was green, one was
So
green.
not a lot going on here in this middle hill, and that's no big deal. If nobody gets points on this one, it doesn't matter. This hill, this middle hill, is all about getting map location for the second hill. In fact, right now, I don't really even like the fact that there are two people from Chicago pushed up mid-map. I would like maybe one there to contest, but the rest of them, you'd be best suited to have them back. So right now, it's 189, 190 to 58. London didn't get a single point off that middle hill. They put all their resources towards trying to push out that spawn, and it is not going well for them. So with 42 seconds left on this, Chicago cannot win off this hill. They're giving up time, though. There was a little disagreement. Gunless screamed about something. I don't know. Something didn't go his way, but 5 dead right there in the kill feed. So everybody that's up left is coming off of spawn. I would expect Chicago to get the vast majority of this. With 20 seconds left, you do want to start rotating back to the opposite side over towards minecart, that corner third hill. But right now it's 225 to 61. They're going to get the next 11 seconds. If they can win a team battle, a team gunfight right here, Chicago's going to end up winning this map. So 4 seconds left. They need about 13 seconds. Well, they didn't max that out. So, oh, man, they're in control. So they're getting the kills. If you look at Envoy, just got a 4-piece in the kill feed. And if what do I want to say? Toronto. If London is spawning out, that's going to be all she wrote. So they're spawning over here. Seth is pushed up into the cuts. Massive kills there for him. And that is how you do it. Wow. So, again, we don't know too much about London, but with the last, I don't know, with the way that London, or with the way Chicago's been playing the last 2 or 3 days with getting just completely annihilated by Atlanta and kind of losing the majority of their maps to teams like Minnesota, this is really good to see. Seth 27 and 19. If you look down underneath, nobody was in the 20s from London. So really nice job there out of Chicago. So with that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Esports Analysis. If you're new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. As we get closer to Minnesota land, I'm going to put out like 25 videos that weekend alone. So make sure you're here for all of that footage. And with that, don't forget to leave a like before you head on your way, and I'll catch you in the next one. We'll see you.